Hello everybody and welcome to the Reading FC Fan Club. In this video we're going to be talking about a lot of transfers, people that we could be bringing in this January. So that's what we're going to get into, and more, way more. We're going to get in quite a lot today, so stay tuned in this video. Make sure you like and subscribe and comment on the video of what you think and who you think is going to come in this transfer window for Reading. Let's get into it. So we've obviously heard that Charlie Savage is could be coming to Derby County. Well, this news just came in how League Two leaders Stockport County became the latest name linked, making a move for Reading midfielder Charlie Savage, according to the national reports. So we've got something that we'll need to look out for. We've got bloody Stockport. News broke earlier in the week that Derby County, the club has father Robbie spent 5 years with. Well, I didn't know that actually. Were keen on taking the Wales International to Pride Park. The 20-year-old has played under 30 minutes over the last 4 matches and has not started a match for over 12 months. 12 months. I'm funny, ain't I? 2 months. With the club struggling financially. EFL rivals will no doubt be sniffing around now the January window has opened, looking for a cut price. They want a little bargain, don't they? I want a little bargain. According to the Daily Star, Stockport and Derby are joined by an unnamed championship outfit in being keen on the midfielder. Stockport sit 2 points clear at the top of the 4th tier and would represent a move closer to home for the former Manchester United prospect. He ain't as good as people think he is. No offence, Charlie Savage, if you're watching this. You won't be, because no one watches this. However, the club remain adamant that the squad will be kept together this window, with Ruben Sellers' side managing to exit the relegation zone on Monday. Let's hope, that did happen. What am I on about? Incomings are not expected in this window, with the club under an embargo until at least next year. So that's that. I mean, I don't know why Charlie Savage want to go a league down to Stockport. I think he'll go to Derby County. I don't think Reading's got a choice. I mean, if his father's played there, and that. Possibly. So there's new news. Reading FC manager Ruben Sellers speaks on new signings as January transfer window opens. Let's get into it. Reading FC boss Ruben Sellers has outlined his intention to keep his squad intact during the January transfer window. The Royals climbed out of the relegation places with their New Year's Day victory over Exeter City on a day which also saw the transfer window open once again. The club is under a transfer ban, which means they are limited to only signing free agents and loan players. You know, my philosophy right now is to take things day by day, said Sellers. We have the transfer ban. We cannot make any transfers that are not free agents or a loan. I don't think it is the moment to get some loans, to get some inexperienced players. Sellers has his intention clear that he wants to keep his squad together despite pressure from the club to sell some of their players because of their financial situation. He continued, I would like to keep my squad as it is right now, and I would like to keep that status until the end of the season. We've found something that looked very difficult to establish, the project with a very young and healthy squad that knows how to complete and win football matches. Now for us, it's about to be ruthless and do the job to go and compete over and over again. That is our task now. If we do that, then at the end of the season will be a good end point for us. We need to remember that the circumstances around us are not always the Abbey ones, so we take it day by day. So now we're going to be talking about, reading out, let's say, the January transfers that we should take in. So we'll talk about this now. Following the departures of Ovie Ejaria and Dom Ballard, Reading are left with 2 free spaces in the squad for the January arrivals. It finances permit signings. This season we've struggled with quality more than quantity and have consistently had team selection predicaments and refreshing problems to have after past years when we've had as much squad depth as a paddling pool. They've just violated Reading there. So here I'll be looking at recruiting in the positions that have been a sort of revolving door in terms of players being unable to cement their place in the team, namely the left wing and across the rest of the pitch in places where we could benefit from more effective options of the bench. Obviously, this is limited to free agents and potential loan signings, and I've tried to keep them all at least semi-realistic. Ronan Curtis, a familiar name to Royal fans after being linked with the club in 2018 and 2021. The 27-year-old is a free agent following his release from Portsmouth in the summer. The left winger managed 25 league appearances in 22-23 season after suffering an ACL injury in February, which turned down a lower paying contract with Pompey in June, instead opting to go unpaid during his recovery, but now finds himself without a club. Curtis made 226 appearances for Portsmouth since joining from Derry City in 2018, scoring 57 goals, making him the South Coast club's top scorer in the 21st century, but has not been without problems during his time there. As the BBC wrote, the Irishman's Pompey spell featured goals, ill-advised Snapchat stories, assists, unwise parental tweets, a club record nearly losing a finger in a door, Trump at Wembley, an incident outside a Portsmouth nightclub, and perhaps most disappointingly from no promotion. He certainly sounds like a character and possibly a player we would have been more likely to sign under Vejko Pornovic or Paul Clement. But this ACL problem was his first ever big absence from playing, and Curtis still has a fair few years of good football ahead. Securing his signature to a short-term contract could be the perfect restart for his career and a good fill-in until the summer on the left wing for Reading. Next up, we've got Alex Matos. Matos is a Chelsea youngster who plays as a winger or midfielder and has made his Premier League debut for Mauricio Pochettino side with a late cameo against Fulham in October, but has made the bench on 10 other occasions. The 19-year-old joined the Blues Academy in the summer of 2023, having previously played in the Luton Town and Norwich City youth setups, and became a regular for the Canaries under-18s in the 2022-23 season, also managing to break into the under-21s when he scored 3 goals in Premier League 2. He left for West London after frustration at the lack of the first team. Opportunities in East Anglia and had competition for his signature from the likes of Newcastle United and Southampton. This would have been a loan signing similar to the short-term deal that we had with Cesare Casadei that last season, but that was certainly enough time for Matos to make his marks on Reading's campaign. So these are decent players. Right, really decent players. I like these. What have we got next? So we've got same guy. He also seems very ready for the first team senior football, with Pochettino accelerating his development at Chelsea, saying in training he is so smart, always watching everything, always smiling, but when he goes to compete with the first team he is tough, he is really competitive, really strong. He kicks you and smiles at you. It is nice to have this sort of profile that through the academy. Next up, we've got Caleb Chukwuemeka, the brother of Chelsea star boy Carney Chukwuemeka. Caleb is a 6'3" centre forward free agent, and despite not having the best career so far, he is just 21 years of age and still has plenty of EFL experience under his belt. Chukwuemeka began his career in the Northampton Town Academy and graduated to make 22 League One appearances for the Cobblers in 2020-21 season. He managed to 2-goal contributions mainly off the bench during that time, earning him to a move to Aston Villa in 2021 for undisclosed fee. He failed to make a senior appearance during his time at Villa, but had loans Livingston and Crawley Town in his tenure there, as well as featuring in a handful of Premier League 2 fixtures for the Villains, where he won September 2021 Player of the Month award in the youth team. It's been a pretty difficult start to life in the football for Caleb, but he still has his whole career ahead of him, so a reintroduction into the men's game with Reading could have been what's needed, as well as getting back up to fitness to the Royals youth setup. However, as far as free agent signings go, I'd say this one has been fairly low risk given his age and potential. Next up, we've got Tarek Fosu. Fosu could return to Reading now as a 28-year-old after 6 years away from Berkshire, having played for the likes of Charlton Athletic, Oxford United and Brentford, as well as spells at Stoke City and Rotherham United on loan from the Bees. The Ghana international made his debut on the final day of 2014-2015 season for Reading, but didn't make any more appearances in the league, even after 3 League 2 loans. The winger has 218 EFL matches on his CV, but turned down a new contract with the Royals in 2017 in favour of a move to Charlton, where he really broke through, scoring 11 goals in 57 appearances for the Addicts. Later in his career at Brentford, he was largely frozen out of the squad once they reached the Premier League, only making 1 top-flight appearance. There must be a reason why he is still a free agent going into January, but if a Championship club in Rotherham United were willing to take him on loan last year, he must have had enough pedigree to contribute to a struggling League One side like Reading. Fosu is certainly capable of doing a job in the left-wing position for us and could see this being a very realistic January signing. Although Ruben Sellers has not given any suggestions on January arrivals, there have been names rumoured lately, including Premier League loans and players from non-league, so hopefully we will see some reinforcements in the new year to bolster the squad. At least this year, January arrivals are more of of a want than a necessity. So that's it. Jesus, wow. I've read quite a lot. Sorry I kept messing up there. I mean, it's quite a lot to read if you read it. Thank you for watching, everyone. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Thank you. That means a lot. And I will keep posting you almost every day, maybe every 2 days. But I was sick, so I wasn't posting for 4 days, maybe 3 days. So thank you so much for watching. Really means a lot, and I'll see you later.